Hello all and welcome to episode 7 of my Unusual Trading Series. This week went fairly well and I have taken some risks and tried some new things. And in the spirit of trying new things, I'm experimenting with this video. Please, tell me if you prefer this or my old style. Another thing I have added is in the top corner of your screen, you will see the backpack.tf icons of the current items we have. I hope you enjoy, and on that note, let's move on to some trades. For the first trade of episode 7, we sell off the rimmed frame catcher from last episode for a respectful 11.5 keys. This was fairly easy sale and was pretty quick cure. Demo hands tend to sell alright, and Stormy Storm is a nice looking effect, albeit on the cheaper side. This really helped it to be desirable as price is a large factor in determining who will be interested in purchasing. Along with the second trade, and we are taking one of those risks I had mentioned before. Here, we are picking up an unpriced hat, and it's a recent Halloween effect. These have had some mixed reception, but I personally like Pumpkin Party. We paid a solid 30 keys, which is just a few keys over buy orders. And at the time, the other hat on the market was going for 70, so I felt it was something I could just buy and sit on for some easy profit. Plus, Keep the Professional is a solid all-class hat, so that would be a good factor in desirability. The third trade sees us picking up a Blizzardy Belgian Detective from Traded.gg for about 22.5 keys. Every so often I check the site to see if they have anything that would be worth picking up, and a Blizzardy Storm Spy hat for half a key over buyovers is always a good find. I then flipped this the very next day for a key and a half profit, so it was indeed a good buy from Traded, and a good site to consider checking every once in a while. Our fourth trade is a Disco Beatdown Bolted Bicorn, and while not a horrible hat plus effect combo, it's still a robo, but at a solid 8.3 keys, it's stupid not to pick it up at this price. Buy orders at the time were just a few ref below this, and there wasn't any other sellers on the market. Anything you can get for a few ref above buyers with no other sellers tends to be fairly easy profit. The fifth trade is going and selling the DPD Bicorn. We got a couple keys and a smoking bloat bucket hat from it, and sniper hats have been seeming extremely desirable, and I would say they're extremely easy to sell. Smoking is a decent looking and cheap effect, so it's not going to take any time to sell at all. Our sixth trade falls back to our 50 Professional. We are adding 5 keys for an Orbiting Planet's Chromes and a TF logo Handy Thing. The Handy Thing is unpriced, with buy orders at 9.5 keys, and no other sellers in the market, and the Chromes is priced, but it's below its value, with buy orders at 32. Just selling this to buyers would net us 6.5 keys profit, so this was a great trade on my part. The seventh trade is just selling the Bloat's Bucket hat. We got a few trades back. As I said, it wasn't very difficult, and we managed to get 8.5 keys from it. So overall, we got about 10.5 keys from the DVD Bicorn, which we paid 8.3. A solid amount of profit for just a few days waiting. Another one of those risks I had mentioned prior is residing in the 8th trade, and that's picking up an unusual weapon. For the Orbiting Planet's Chromes and 3 keys, I got an Assassin Grade, Minimal Wear, Hot, Scattergun, totaling about 38 keys. I am interested to see how this plays out, as it's one of my first unusual weapons, and I have no experience selling them. Our 10th trade is our very first Misc of this series, and that's a Purple Confetti Party Fan. For a solid price at 65 keys, we can't go wrong. The other sellers are going for 100, and along with that, at the time of recording, buy orders have risen to 66 keys, which is extremely promising. The final trade of this episode is none other than selling the Handy Thing, and for 13 keys pure. So the Pithy saga has ended with us having this unusual scattergun and 10 keys pure. Overall, I'd say it was well worth it, and I expect to profit greatly from the scattergun. I thank you all for watching episode 7 of my Unusual Trading Series. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content of this nature. Tell me what you liked about the video, and if you enjoyed this new style more than the old, tell me. Consider joining my Discord if you're interested in interacting with myself and other individuals like yourself. And until the next video, have a good one.